1 year ago, many people believed that Donald Trump was always spreading fake news, but now we know he was onto something.
My question is, have you seen anything at this point that gives you a high degree of confidence that the Wuhan Institute of Virology was the origin of this virus?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
I think it was obvious to smart people that's where it came from. I have no doubt about it. I had no doubt about it.
Back then, anyone who thought COVID-19 came from a lab and not from an animal was mocked, alienated, and instantly cancelled.
It's clearly the case that Trump is divorced from the facts.
He does not face reality or the facts.
Many people got their posts taken down for writing that COVID was man-made. They were being labeled as conspiracy theorists.
The New York Times reporting, quote, "The lab has been the focus of unfounded conspiracy theories promoted by the Trump administration about the pandemic's origins." Washington Post, those geniuses called it a conspiracy theory that was already debunked. The AP referred to it as a myth that was surviving online despite the facts.
But today, the same people who are diminishing the possibility that COVID could have started from a lab
It's very, very strongly leaning towards this could not have been artificially or deliberately manipulated.
are now asking for this so-called conspiracy theory to be more deeply researched.
No, I'm not convinced about that. I think that we should continue to investigate what went on in China until we find out, to the best of our ability, exactly what happened.
So who is right and who is wrong? This is a deep dive into a possibility that COVID-19 could have started from a lab in China. First, unlike other recent outbreaks, we still haven't found the host animal for COVID-19. Up until today, no one can fully confirm that it was a bat. Second, China already has a history of lab accidents.
2 researchers in Beijing were infected doing research on SARS and led to an outbreak.
Third, this virus started in Wuhan, exactly where Institute of Virology is.
And what they do is they take this naturally occurring virus and they manipulate it and they change it to make it infectious to humans. We know that they do that there. They've published about it. Why did you dismiss the lab leak theory as credible?
I didn't dismiss anything. I just said it's a high likelihood that this is a natural occurrence from the environment of an animal reservoir that we have not yet identified.
Putting all of this together, the man-made COVID theory is most definitely a possibility, not a certainty, but a possibility. And so now we have to genuinely ask ourselves, how many of us were so quick to dismiss this possibility? How many of us were so quick to make this political, instead of prioritizing research that could help us get to the bottom of a pandemic? We became so divided that we never wanted to listen to the other side. I have been saying this for a long time now, because we so damn divided. And the environment we created is this constant environment of just giving each other high fives. High five on this side, high five on that side, but never coming together. Yes, I know, there have been some theories that sound outrageous. Like this magnet challenge trying to prove that vaccines contain a microchip.
The magnet. Oh my god.
Theories like this are easy to prove wrong. This could happen because of the surface oils on our skin or surface tension. Or perhaps someone could just be playing a trick by using something sticky like this girl.
Oh my god. I licked the magnet. This is not true. I am so sorry. I did not mean to freak anybody out.
But unlike this magnet theory, lab-made COVID was never easy to fully dismiss. And now, when we're so late into this pandemic, it's definitely a possibility. And so earlier I asked you, who is right and who is wrong? Well, perhaps that is the problem. Too often do we catch ourselves trying to prove the other side wrong, forgetting that important issues shouldn't be about our egos, but rather about pursuing the truth. And truth is that it is impossible for one side to always be right and the other side to always be wrong. That is why we need to listen to each other. So, on that note, I leave you with a question. What do you believe in? Is it possible that COVID-19 was leaked from a lab in China? Or do you think it came from an animal?